Mm-hmm.
And we are live. Hi. On LinkedIn and YouTube. Welcome. If you are joining us live. Welcome also if you're watching us back.
Yeah.
Yep. You are watching WTF, Women Talking Facts. This is the more or less weekly, as we say after 2 weeks break, weekly live where Michelle and I share with you examples of just awful misogyny from this week. We don't really need to go back any further because there's just still way too many things, even just this week, for us to pack into this 1 hour session. All the trigger warnings, we do cover some pretty horrific stories that are happening. We do try and bring some humour to it where we can, so we don't fully depress you. I can hear a dog barking. Can you hear a dog barking?
Yeah, it's the dog that wakes me up every night. So yeah, and every morning.
Oh, shut the fuck up. The format's pretty simple. Michelle and I both bring 3 examples each, and then we wrap things up with a section which we call FAFO, where we try and share examples of people that have got their comeuppance, all made to look stupid, in ways that just delight our cold, dead feminist hearts. Yeah, because we love to see somebody get a little bit of karma. I'm Felice, founder of Loud Women. I exist to help women to build their authority and their visibility online, usually around their business. I help them to rediscover their voice and use it to get the things that they rightly deserve. And by night, I trawl the internet, making misogynistic men cry as much as possible. And I'm very excited because today, what's arriving today? A book on 109 ways to piss men off. So I'm about to elevate my game with some fresh material.
You said you were going to do this by the end of the year, all 109 things, but I think you could do it by the end of the month.
I know. I think somebody suggested Easter. So the gauntlet has been thrown down. I am taking on the challenge to try and use every single one of their 109 insults.
You do realise that one of them is just existing?
Well, that's what a few people have said. But you know what? I like to be intentional when I'm pissing men off on the internet. You know, just existing, I feel like that's too passive. That's something that I don't really have any control over. I'm not deliberately bringing into existence. So yeah, I prefer my rage bait to be fully intentional, so that I can enjoy it more, just a little sweeter.
I can't wait to see what happens with this book. I did giggle when I saw this yesterday.
I was thinking maybe I should launch a new service, like a consultancy service where women can come to me with comments that they've got from men and consult me for an appropriately harsh response. Ladies, if you're watching and you want that, let me know. I'm thinking a WhatsApp community where you just come in and go, guys, I've got one, and we all rally round and we give you the best rage baiting response.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Some of the things I've already seen some of them in there because I've seen other people share comments, and it's stuff like, you want to make your hairline and back the fuck up. Aren't you a little bit short to be talking to me like that? But other things comments like, oh, I really like your moped. Say this to a man who rides a Harley. And just, yeah, it's shit that they say to us all the time, really. Just
I read something. There's the one around you're not my, you're not my physical type, and then you go back with you're not my financial type.
Yeah. So if you do follow me on LinkedIn, I'm going to be having some fun over the next.
Well, you might as well, because it's not as if the algorithm's actually helping you get any business at the moment, so you might as well just have fun.
Well, exactly. And actually, to be fair, I'm fully booked because I'm just finished month 1 of Visible Women, and there's just so much gorgeousness to be had there. And my consultancy clients are continuing, so I have two 1-to-1 spots starting in April. But we're not making sales from content, so we are having fun with content. But I think actually it's a great advertisement for what I do.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so 2 birds, 1 stone.
How to be an ungodly menace on the internet.
Yeah, exactly. How to not care about what misogynistic men think. Anyway, that's me.
Yes. And I see now why we're friends. See every day why we're friends. Yes. We just such a fresher breath air. Jesus. Yes. I am not. I'm not feeling particularly well today. So you're just going to get what you get, quite frankly. So my name's Michelle.
Yeah.
I am an organizational psychologist, coach, and author of a couple of books around all of the ways that women and girls are trained to behave, to be nice, to be kind, to care, to share, to smile, and, heaven forbid, do not age, because aging is like the worst thing we can do.
Yeah, such a crime.
I know, such a crime. I know. Ooh. So yeah, and I am super excited about something you and I are doing in October, which we have been like hinting about, but we have booked a venue. We have got a bunch of women already signed up. And we just need to do a little bit more of a little poke, because I have absolutely no doubt that we're going to get this sold. But Felice and I are running our first retreat. It's a Tuesday to Friday thing in October in the Northeast. We've got a magically gorgeous woman to come and bless us. We've got an epic sound bad lady to come and help us, and your gorgeous daughter's going to come as well and do some bits and pieces.
She is.
And I am so freaking excited.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be epic. We haven't gone public with it yet. We've literally just put it out to our clients and our current subscribers. And what we've got, half the spots have gone already.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to be putting it out soon. Need to put like a web page together and stuff. If you're interested, let us know, because I think once we go out to our LinkedIn communities, I think those spaces are going to go pretty quick.
Yeah. So yeah,
it's nice.
That might be a book. That might be a book. So yes, I should be really entertaining you, but I'm just too busy getting excited about the potential book that Felice has got coming, so she can be more of a menace to society. Yeah. There we go. It's definitely a man. There's a man at the door. No wonder Milo was going apeshit.
The other side of the house. Yeah. It's just in a cupboard. Okay, thanks. No, it was somebody come to read the electric meter.
Okay. Yes, I heard something about cupboard. Yeah.
Yes. We're never started. Honestly, why do people always turn up when we're live?
I know, it's fun. And I didn't talk. just waiting patiently.
I skipped to the front door. I was like, yes. But yes, we've got a retreat coming. It's going to be epic. And, if you don't know us, but you just heard our intro, we're kind of like two sides of the same coin, aren't we? You do the inner work of the deconditioning, deprogramming, and then I do the outer work.
Yeah, I keep saying it's like I do the sort of the 3 days that there's two doggies just walking past with like little doggies with matching little coats on. Sorry,
that's really cute.
It's very cute. So yes, the first day we all get in and settle in, and we've got Karen Roundtree, who is just a gorgeous human being. And then the next day is me. Let's feel the rage. Let's get the rage out. And then the next day is Felice Day. It's like how to harness the rage, how to
harness it and fuel your forward motion and the way you show up and your identity and all of those great, brilliant things. So yeah, it's going to be great.
I know, can't wait. I was like, why is it not this weekend?
Oh, I know. Well, we've got, to be fair, we need time to promote it because you and I are very busy as well.
Yeah, I'm a little bit busy.
Yeah, we may or may not have needed to add something else into our schedules, but it was just too good. It was too good not to do it.
I know, I don't know. It's like just we both had the same idea at the same time. And I was like, we should do a retreat. And he's like, yeah, I was going to say that. And then I was like, okay. And then I got excited and then arranged it all.
Well, and also it just fell into place as well, wasn't it? Like we picked the date. We the first venue we went to was absolutely perfect. We put it out to our communities and our clients. And the first day we got 2 people booked. And then after that, we got another one booked. And then a few days later, another one booked. And so it's just like, it's
happening. I just need to sort out my kind of current thing is like the sorting out the food. So I've got all of the entertainment and all the facilitators. Now I just need to figure out the food. Because
I'm just going to say I've done almost nothing up to this point. Michelle's done it all. People.
I like organising things. It's really weird for somebody with ADHD. I used to run
I'm going to come into my own when it comes to the marketing bit now. Between now and then, that's going to be my job. So Michelle's done.
I love that. I love little organising bits.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. I feel like we just got into our own little world there. I forgot everybody else was there. Okay, let's get started. So as always, all the trigger warnings. We've got some pretty horrific stories we're going to be talking about today. So buckle up, buttercup. Where would you like to start first, Michelle?
I think we start with the least worst one for me, and that will be Demi and my response to it.
Yep.
So this was on Twitter, and Vanessa Feltz. Is it Vanessa Feltz? I don't know. I just assumed it was.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Cool. We're basically deciding whether it's okay or not for women to have long hair, or whether we all have to cut our hair short for some reason. And it's like, why is this even a thing?
I can't believe this is the topic for the show.
I know. So I thought it'd be fun to put in my response as a pre-recorded video. Would you like to share that now, please?
I absolutely can share that.
As dry January ends, boring bastards await further instructions.
Robots not thrilled by idea of working in Sunderland.
And woman goes on mini break while her husband has a shit.
Okay, I think we might just skip forward a little bit. Oh, here we go.
Nathan Muir has been gauging the reaction because apparently a man is the best person.
Sorry, guys.
I forgot to tell you where to start it.
Gauging the reaction because apparently a man is the best person to report this story.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Where is it?
Here it is.
Okay.
Tired of being judged for choosing to have children or not have children, to have children and go back to work, to have children and not go back to work, for being too thin, too fat, too pushy, too unambitious, too hot, not hot enough, or even for just daring to be alive, women have stressed that everyone can go fuck themselves.
Okay, that was the bit.
Yes, got there eventually. That was my response to Vanessa and the Jeremy Vine show, because just...
Yeah. I just go like, it's so ridiculous that this is what they're putting out there, going, oh, hey guys, hot topic of the day. Should women cut their fucking hair? I don't know. Why don't we just let women decide what they want to do with their own fucking hair? Jesus.
It's insane, isn't it?
But they must assume that this is a topic that people want to talk about, or they wouldn't have bothered putting it on the show. Obviously, I'm not going to go and watch it.
No. Not worth it.
honestly, the people will get upset. But people say that people on the left get upset over fucking anything. But then I saw a clip this morning of this guy. I can't remember which program it was, but this guy was moaning about the fact that the Bank of England are taking Winston Churchill off the banknotes. And he was like, "Oh, I just feel like it's just like the fucking radical left are like the biggest danger to our society, and it's just gone crazy that we, that because of them we're seeing, one of the greatest political figures of our time being removed for the banknotes." And even though the presenter said, "Well, they're actually removing all the faces and replacing them with animals," and it was, they do this every few years. Like Winston Churchill's only been on the banknotes since 2016. And the public voted and wanted animals. So like, it's got fuck all to do with politics, left or right. But they're just like determined to get like so pissy about a fucking banknote. And to be fair, Winston Churchill, apart from, yes, okay, he was pretty effective during the war. But outside of that, really fucking problematic prime minister, like full-on racist and everything. So let's not pretend that he is some kind of martyr.
So what's really interesting, we've got loads of little comments and I've had a couple of messages, and LinkedIn is doing one. So what do we look on YouTube? So if I can send everybody to YouTube.
Yeah, Loud Women.
Fun days. I think LinkedIn has got maybe got a hold of our stuff.
I think maybe it's not showing it.
Yeah, it's not. So Loud Women is a DIY collective that champions women in music. That's not us.
No, it might be Loud Women Club.
Let's try again.
Hang on. It's my account. I should really know what it's called. Can you not find it?
No.
Okay, let me.
Apparently, it's looping on in ways that just delight our cold, dead feminist hearts, and Kathleen says that feels perfect. So,
all right, view your channel. Here we go. Yeah, it's at Loud Women Club on YouTube. Can I share the link? Oh, I shall put it in the comments. Dear Gore, if you want to join us over on YouTube.
Oh, magic.
Although nobody can hear this because they can't see it.
Don't you just love technology? There's a little song I just made up. That's so funny.
Okay, this should take you. Here's the live link. All right. We'll just keep going.
Yeah,
Because to be fair, most people watch it on the replay anyway.
And we talk about this even if nobody was watching. So.
Yeah. Sometimes we do talk about it when nobody's watching.
Yes, we do. Oh yes, on this. Yes. Sometimes it's like, no, we won't show anybody those bitches today. Okay. So what's your first one? Yeah.
Oh goodness me. Okay. So which one first?
I have no idea which one's yours, so this is all news to me, so I feel like I'm watching too.
I don't know if there's any
less worse.
Yeah. I'm going to save that one to go with the other one. Oh, I am so sick of this shit.
Oh.
So this guy's been featured before. He's a licensed therapist, and I couldn't track down the original video, so I'm going to play this one that's been stitched by a woman that's just fucking brilliant. And
Yeah.
basically, she makes the points that I wanted to make anyway.
There's a licensed psychiatrist mansplain feminism to justify his views on why we need to help incels, while also making very questionable statements about race. So can I talk my shit again?
This person is saying, so it's women's responsibility. No, I'm not saying it's women's responsibility. If there is a demographic of people who are struggling, who is responsible for helping them? I don't think that if, let's say, like, I'm Black, I don't think that it is white people's responsibility for helping me. I think it is everyone in society's responsibility for helping me. That's what society is.
I'm gonna stab him right there because saying, okay, pretend I'm Black. I wouldn't expect that white people would have to help me. You wouldn't? Black people are a group that has been oppressed. God forbid this man ever have to talk about sociological issues or power systems. White people should absolutely help Black people because the struggles that they have are at the hands of white people. What is this comparison?
We have forgotten the real value of feminism. So what's super cool about feminism is like both men and women came together and it wasn't like just men's responsibility to make sure feminism happened, right?
Oh yes, Dr. K is educating us on the real value of feminism. Like, what? This wasn't like a jolly experience that we all said, hey, we should all have rights, right? We had to fight and claw and protest. That's the good thing about feminism, is we all just came together like, dude, tell me you have no understanding of feminism without telling me.
I'm not saying it's your responsibility as a woman, but if you consider yourself part of society, then I think it would be nice if you were willing to help.
See what he's doing? He's really catering his argument to the need for women to be nice, to be kind. It would be nice if you helped the men who hate you.
And so this is like so hard to say as a psychiatrist. Some people who are disadvantaged can lift themselves up by their bootstraps. And I think that's great. I don't think that the right move is, okay, you had to do it on your own, so they should too. I think the right move is you shouldn't have had to do it on your own. That's actually a tragedy, and you're incredibly lucky and resilient. Maybe your brain works in a certain way where your frontal lobes are incredibly strong or something like that. Who knows? The right answer is you should have had more help, and everybody else should have more help too. Not because you had no help, no one else deserves help. But I think the right move is if I've climbed out of that pit, I should reach a hand down and help someone else out of the pit, whether
I'm going to stop it there because he just goes on and on. So many things.
I don't understand
So many
any
things.
words.
So many things. Do you know what? I had something similar. A guy put a post out this week
And
basically
you-
saying like, women should just be like more fucking grateful because all the rights you
We
have.
gave them the vote.
It was because of men that you have them, like men who were like good men and gave you the right to vote, and all these different. He listed all of these different events. Like it was men that voted that you know ushered in Roe v. Wade. It was men that said yes to women being able to vote. Dude, what the fuck? And same argument. He was like, "Where are you all now when our boys are suffering?" So this dude. That last bit, I think, really, really fucking had me howling because he's like, if you're in the pit and you get out, is it not your responsibility to reach down and help somebody else out? Okay, yeah, but the people he's talking about, not only did they not help us out of the pit, but they laughed at us when we were in the pit, kicked dirt in our face, and kept pushing us back down whenever we tried to climb out. Now, those are the people he wants us to help lift out of the pit. And I go, no fucking way. Help people who would not give you a second of their time to help you. And not only that, are still actively trying to harm us. But he's like, I would really appreciate it, or it'd be really nice of you if you could stop talking about your issues and put that time and energy into this group of men who have ended up in this place through their own fucking actions and their own fucking fault. No, absolutely not. And the whole thing about like feminism's so great. How did he describe it? What's super cool, super cool about feminism is the way men and women just came together and said, I know, let's make the world just a wonderful place and equal. Like fuck did it happen like that. Ugh. I love it when men try and rewrite history.
He's such a dick.
Oh, he's such a dick. He's such a dick. Yeah, well, it's really funny though, because she's having to stitch his Instagram stories now because he's totally blocked her on TikTok because it's not the first video she's made of him.
I like it. I like it.
But yeah, this idea that men, like, I guess hear it from so many men, this idea that, you know, women, you should help us. You should help us. Our men and boys are suffering. And if you're not talking about it, if you're not making that your priority as a woman, then you are being selfish.
Mean. You're so mean.
And mean.
What a bitch.
Yeah. And you don't have compassion and you're fueling the gender divide.
Yeah.
And I'm like, absolutely not.
So
Absolutely
given the fucking nonsense we were subjected to last Saturday when we were marching in London for you know, the end of male violence against women and girls, and the just random dickheads who were there with their daughters shouting at us, and some dickhead with a megaphone and a Bible sign telling us all to get back into our houses and kitchens and look after our husbands. And then the people, the men of all ages that were smirking and videoing us.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck. Just, you're not lonely enough in my...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. And to be fair, we all live in the same world. We have access to the same resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make some friends.
Yeah.
Do some personal development work. Stop being an absolute wanker.
Yeah.
Stop being toxic.
Netflix are not spending millions creating a whole fucking documentary on toxic women's behavior online, how it's impacting our society and causing women to go out and like murder and assault men. Nope. Sort your own fucking mess out, guys. You made your bed.
We can't.
You lie in
we
it.
can't, even if we wanted to, because we have been trying to for the last, thousands of years. We can't. It's not our behavior. So how do we can't change your behavior?
No. And also they don't fucking listen to us. Those men don't want to hear a fucking peep out of women. They've made it absolutely clear. And also so many of us do talk about the ways in which the patriarchy harms men. Like, I want men to be free to express their emotions and get therapy and live fulfilling lives and
love themselves and love their families and love society. Yeah.
And be celebrated and get flowers on their birthday if that's what they want, without the fucking world telling them they must be gay and telling them that it's unmasculine to like nice things and to be a nice person and to like women. Openly like women, like it's like not just want to shag them.
If you like your wife, you're gay.
Yeah,
all right, Andrew Tate. That was my favorite line of all of it.
Yeah, you cannot be out here on the internet saying that you love your wife and you admire her or she's funny and you look up to her or any of those other things, or celebrating her, because then you're gay. This is the world that they inhabit. I do not want to be in that world. Don't want anything to do with it.
Moldic energy says what?
Yeah, and I'm certainly not going to stop advocating for women so that I can go and advocate for men who do not want me advocating for them. So no, thank you. Yeah, talk about the definition of an absolutely fruitless task and a wasted life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's
exhausting.
I know, babe.
Yeah. What was really fun, I've shared a comment this morning. This guy left a comment saying, what did he? Oh, hang on. I'm going to have to read it out from word to word because it was brilliant. He said, I wish we men had the privilege of spouting utter nonsense online while being defended for it when everyone calls us out on it. I was like, dude.
Donald Trump.
Yeah. Do you go outside? Do you leave the house?
You've been on the internet.
Yeah. He must be a shut-in. Well, not a shut-in, because he must not go on the internet ever. It's crazy behaviour. I've got the little exclamation mark on the live thing, so I think LinkedIn's just broken.
Okay.
Unless I've been booted off. If I've been booted off LinkedIn. Imagine, like while I was live, like got banned from LinkedIn. All right, where are we going next?
Let's go to a school in Nottinghamshire.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this 28-year-old specimen has been caught recording on his mobile phone the teenage girls getting dressed at school. And yeah, so he after a long and arduous, like, it wasn't me, then this fucking phone. He did admit guilt to 2 counts of voyeurism. And he got a sentence of, was it 9 months, I want to say? 9 months. And he's on the sex offenders register for 10 years.
Surely this must, if they are underage, then surely the fact that he filmed them is also the creation of child pornography. If it's sexually explicit,
Yeah.
if he's created them by filming these girls, surely there's got to be a more serious crime than just voyeurism.
Voyeurism, 2 counts. 9 months.
9 months in prison, or is that suspended?
He was jailed for 9 months, so he'll be out in what for? Yeah. So watch, remember this guy's face, because it's a slippery slope.
Now, listen, I know there are a lot of men that work in teaching and childcare and nursing in these professions that don't do these horrific things, but there are so many that do. Like just recently, all of the cases that have been going to court of men,
Nursery
staff, male nursery staff, like abusing children. I don't. So people always say, like, it's not all men, most people are fine, but it's like, what's the tipping point for us when we start to say that there's an inherent risk?
I know
in having men in these positions of power over children, like that's that might piss some people off, but it's like, what's the acceptable amount that as a society we accept a certain proportion as just being inevitable, and are we getting to the point where we're reaching that? I don't know. I have opinions. I'm not saying we should bar men from these professions, but
I do think we should bar men from nursery nursing now after this year.
I mean, it's not a huge number of men anyway in those roles. It's predominantly women. Yeah. But
and we're not saying women can't be absolute bastards too, but
yeah, women can be dicks, but the vast majority, was it 86% perpetrators of sexual violence or child sexual assault are men.
So yeah.
And when it comes to teachers, it's even higher than that. Yeah.
No, it's like.
And I think, well, you add to that the fact that teenage boys now pose such a fucking risk to teenage girls. They're not safe.
And teachers.
And teachers, they're not safe in schools. Girls are dealing with it from fucking support staff, teachers, the other students.
I know. Well, the median age of rape now in this country is 14.
Yeah, for the first time.
And that's not.
And it's the largest age group that's reporting rapes as well. So more 14-year-olds are reporting being raped than any other age of women.
And it's not like it's not the grooming gangs, it's other children.
For the first time ever, it's mostly boys their own age that they're reporting, not grown men.
No.
Which is
horrific.
It is horrific. Which takes us on to this one. So I don't know if you heard of this story. It obviously came to light a little while ago. An 18-year-old girl was on holiday, and she had a few drinks. She was visibly drunk. 2 boys decided to take her in that compromised state back to their hotel room where they raped her. She was unconscious by the time they were done, and all they did was step out into the hall and invite other boys to come and rape her while she's unconscious on the bed. And they managed to get 6 complete strangers to go, yeah, no worries. They filmed it. Some of them shared it online and on their Snapchat stories. I think 2 of them didn't take part but filmed it. So varying degrees of assault. One assaulted her but didn't rape her. But the others have finally pled guilty after initially denying that they had done anything wrong.
Makes you want to murder, doesn't it?
Yeah, like genuinely, if this shit doesn't stop, I genuinely think we are going to start seeing more female murderers. You know, more vigilante gangs, because this is fucking horrific. And
it's like, well, if men weren't around, who was going to protect us?
Well, and they've taken a plea deal as well, so they weren't going to plead guilty, and then obviously all the evidence, because they fucking filmed it, and then all the evidence came out, and they've taken a plea deal, taking slightly lesser charges.
No, it's horrific.
Yeah.
Is Milo going out for a wee? Is that it?
Yes. Sorry. So many
I could just hear
distractions this morning.
I could just hear his little feet on
the wood.
floor. Yeah.
I could tell he really wanted to go because he was doing the little like dancey thing at the door. Yeah. And so they took a plea deal because they were facing a much longer prison sentence. I don't think that we should be giving people shorter sentences when they like giving them any time off when they plead guilty.
Yeah, because it's like
self-serving.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm going to plead not guilty. Oh, all of this evidence, you're going to get found guilty, and if you plead guilty, then you'll get a lesser sentence. Okay, we'll do that then.
I mean, I guess from the victim's perspective, a guilty plea means she doesn't have to go through the court case, because that's horrific, and doesn't have to be re-traumatized.
Yeah,
but so yeah, the ease with which men seem to be able to find other men willing to take part in horrific crimes with no resistance. And also, like, you know, so many people, you know, raise this question, like, how many did they invite who said no but did nothing?
Yeah, just as culpable. So yes, like Karen saying in the comments there, they don't recognize that it's wrong. They don't believe they did anything wrong, and that is terrifying. And you can look at how, you know, teenage boys, younger teenage boys, are subjected to violent, degrading pornography, and they think that this is kind of normal.
Yeah. Well, someone shared a post on LinkedIn, didn't she, talking about some of the things that have been said to her daughter, like just this week, from different people. Yes, it's not that they don't think they're doing anything wrong. They feel entitled to do it. They see women as less than human, and, you know, basically they think they're going to get away with it. But I think they do know it's wrong, but they don't think anything's going to happen.
I know, it's horrific.
Well, because 9 times out of 10, well, not 9 times out of 10, like 97 times out of 100, nothing does happen. Only 3% of reported cases end up in court, and only 1% end up in prison. So no fucking deterrent, really. Okay.
It's insane.
Which takes us on to the next one.
Oh, I am so, when I saw this, I was absolutely infuriated. So I do a little bit of traveling around and stay in hotels on my own when I'm doing business, blah, blah, blah. And the fact is, this woman was at a party. So this guy who was at the party knew what her name was. He followed her back hours later to her hotel and managed to convince the people on the reception desk that he was her boyfriend.
Yep.
And they gave him a fucking key. And he obviously went upstairs and assaulted her while she was sleeping.
Yep.
And when she made a big fuss about it, as you would, they tried to offer her £30 in compensation. And then, like, the chief executive of Travelodge basically said, oh, yeah, I think £30 in compensation's right. And the MPs got involved.
Mm.
And they've gone apeshit. I don't know what's happened
Yep.
next, but yeah.
Yeah,
I think Travelodge will have lost a lot of customers over this.
Yeah, well, I think they just said, "Oh, we're gonna look at our." No, they said that the offer of the refund was in line with company policy.
Yeah, and they
have a complaint
they hadn't done
about
anything wrong.
stay. Yeah, if you have a complaint about your stay, our policy is to give you a refund. Call the fucking police! Like, what the fuck? That response is. And also the fact that they came out afterwards, after they knew the circumstances, and went, yeah, that's they followed procedure. No, that's even worse. It's even worse that you back them. Somebody should not be able to walk into a hotel room if they know you're staying there and just give your name and say that you're their partner, and then go upstairs. No proof, because they weren't together. So there's not like photos of them. They could have, there's no.
But yeah, it's like he could have easily murdered her. You know what I mean? It's like
could have been a stalker.
He could be like a stalker, an ex-boyfriend.
Well, it was. Yeah, he was stalking her.
Yeah, but he could have. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, it is not safe. Again, people go, oh, you could buy those things that you put on the inside of the house. We shouldn't have to.
No, we
should not have to double lock a already locked door in a hotel room that should be fucking safe. We shouldn't have to do any of these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grr. Dog back in.
Yeah. I shut the door so that my neighbours don't have to listen to my feminist ranting.
The neighbours. I'm sure the neighbours have heard it all before.
I'm sure they have. You know what, Bob? Okay, so we are now going to do something that we did last year. We're going to do it again this year. So get yourselves comfy. At this time every year, around International Women's Day, Jess Phillips reads out the names of all of the women who have been murdered in the last 12 months by partners, ex-partners, as a result of domestic violence. And so we are going to play the full recording of her reading all of the names.
I will now read the names collated arduously every year for over a decade by the Femicide Census of the women who have allegedly been killed by men in the past year. They are Angela Chetty, Joanne Penny, Michelle Egg Bailey, Meletta Rosevere, Carmenza Valencia Trujillo, Rachel Dixon, Claire Anderson, Parmajit Kaur, Claire Burns, Sarah Reynolds, Hein T. Vu, Rebecca Campbell, Pariah Vasey, Tracy Davies, Pamela Monroe, Amy Pike, Elizabeth Tamalor Adunzi, Nanena Chima, Catherine Perkins, Margaret McGowan, Ellen Cook, Rachel Vaughan, Marjama Osman, Yajaria Castro Mendez, Miriam MacDonald, Mary Green, Mandy Riley, Samantha Murphy, Isabella Knight, Christina Alexander, Annabelle Rook, Rianne Coulson, Nilani Nimalaraja, Irene Mabuga, Neela Patel, Sarah Montgomery, Angela Botham, Fortune Gomo, Phyllis Daly, Gwyneth Carter, Stephanie Blundell, Brenda Breed, Vanessa White and her children James and Sarah, Courtney Angus, Nikiru Chima, Kimberly Thompson, Shara Miller, Paris Kendall, Sophia Caton, Zawa Salah Mukhtar, Nuwahulaj Dona, Naroda Kalapni Nuwahuila, Cheryl Wilkins, Helena Hoysan, Tia Langdon, Nadata Bob, Lina Sang, June Bunyan, Michelle Thompson, Anne Green, Shelley Davis, Anjani Sindir, Catalina Burley, Cherise Bailey, Sonia Axelby, Agnes Druskines, Michelle Kennedy, Angela Sheelis, Stephanie Irons, Dicasey Nurse, Natalie Egan, Colleen Westerman, Katie Fox, Lainey Williams, Lily Sturinova, Z Quing K, Julie Wilson, Maria Sakenu, Lisa Smith, Janet Bowen, Samantha Lee, Lisa Marie Hopkins, Gilly Livey, Tanya Williams, Gloria de Lazare, Victoria Hart, Lisa Denton, Vanessa Poulton Chanda, Helen Rundle, Anam Rafay, Rita Rowley, Amal Raitan, Carla Maria Georgescu, Helen Bird, Angela Clayton, Naomi MacGyver, Caroline Barraclough, Jennifer Simmons, Ellie Flanagan, two women in their 40s whose names have not yet been confirmed. And the final name on this year's list was a name, and this always happens every single year, is there is always a name that has to be written on because it comes in as I'm walking in, to give you an idea of the regularity of this happening, and that is Carly Soane.
So many women. But we should read out the two kids as well. That was like a punch in the gut.
Yeah,
really hard, but I think really important that these women are remembered and talked about, and that it's their names that we share, not just the names of the men who took them from the world. You okay, lovely?
Mhm.
Hmm. Do you want me to talk about something else? Okay. So this is the it feels weird now going into FAFO. This is why we do what we do. This is why we do the work that we do. This is why we talk about this so much. When this stops happening, we'll stop talking about it. We'll gratefully and thankfully and enthusiastically stop talking about it when this stops happening. And even on that video is just filled with comments from men going, what about Ben? How many women have been killed? Just completely unmoved.
No, I know.
Completely unmoved. Zero
Yeah.
compassion, zero empathy. Just wanting to, wanting to get in on the fucking action. I just swear to God, sometimes men look at this stuff and they're like, we want a piece of that. Women are getting attention. I go, we don't fucking want it. We don't want to be talking about this. This is not the kind of attention that other people should be looking at, thinking, I want to get in on that. I want a slice of that empathy and that compassion. And also, we also know that around 70% of all women who commit murder against their partners are the victims of domestic abuse, sometimes going on for fucking years.
And they go to jail.
And they go to jail. So, however, we keep fighting, we keep going, we keep talking about it, keep campaigning, keep marching until something changes. But this is now the segment of the show. It's really important that we send all of you off as well, not being completely fucking depressed for the rest of the day. And thank you to you all for sitting through that as well and watching that with us. It can be so easy to talk about these numbers just as statistics and forget that these are real women with real lives and dreams and families and were loved and taken from us by entitled violent men. Mm-hmm. Not monsters, not devils, not evil, just normal men. So we're going to share a couple of videos to lighten the mood a little bit and send you off with at least a slightly warmer feeling by watching somebody, a man, get some kind of, it's never enough, it's never cathartic enough, but get some kind of pushback. So shall we start with yours, Michelle?
Yes, I had to go and find this. I saw it, giggled, and then I was like, shit, I didn't send this to police, so I had to find it again this morning.
Okay.
The biggest guy in the space in that whole manosphere community is Andrew Tate. And when we started on it, I thought, we might get Andrew Tate. And over the year of filming, I was messaging Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate quite a lot back and forth. And he was like, maybe I'm going to do it if you pay me. And I said, we're not going to pay you. He said, well, why would I talk to you? You're not relevant anymore. And then he sent me they can do those Google graphs and they show how much you've been Googled over like 4 or 5 years. And he goes, and there was like I think it was a blue line. It was up here, quite high. And then there was this tiny little flat red line at the bottom. It goes like, I'm blue, you're red. I was like barely registering. No one's been Googling me.
But that might be because they already know who you are.
Maybe.
I mean, it could be the opposite is true.
Maybe.
A lot of people are Googling who the fuck you are, mate.
At the very end, I don't know if you had at the very end, through some weird glitch, my line went above his. So I screenshot and circled that and I said, I'm literally more relevant than you are. I felt pretty gangster.
That's good.
The biggest guy in the space in that whole...
I love when he says that felt pretty gangster.
I love him. I do love him.
Especially that coming out of his mouth as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, boys. That felt pretty gangster.
Oh, yeah, I did have a little giggle about that. So
yeah. And I bet that stung as well, with fragile ego that Andrew Tate has.
Yeah, I love it when there's loads of videos for some reason. Are Dubai paying him to wander around Dubai to make it look like Dubai is safe because they're putting people who take any videos of any of the, the bombs and the fires and the airport being damaged. They're literally like putting them in jail. So Andrew Tate is wandering around Dubai at the moment, like with this gang, and then you see the comments. Oh, the comments just give me so much life. It's like, yeah.
I haven't seen any of those. If people are slating him in the comments, then send them over.
So my favorite one was because obviously he's in like the UAE and it's Arabic and stuff. But somebody called him Lawrence of Dry Labia. It's like, fucking hell. Honestly, people are brilliant.
Like
the leading cause of vaginal dryness. It was literally just all of that. I'll find
like you and I literally send videos to each other, and all we say is the comments, like exclamation mark. And it's like, that's all you need to know is you need to get to the fucking comments and read the shit that people say. Yeah. And women in particular are just fucking hilarious.
They are. It's so funny. Lawrence of Dry Labia, so I'm going to call him now.
This one. I do like seeing people just getting shown up for being the idiots that they are.
5 professional athletes in women's sports?
No.
So, and what are you here for?
I'm here to make sure my daughters don't have to play with men.
We're here at the Supreme Court today where they're deciding some important cases about trans athletes. The anti-trans side has a bunch of signs that say protect women's sports. So we're going to ask them if they can name 5 professional women's athletes. What are you here for today?
I'm here to support women and women's sports.
Can you name 5 professional women's athletes?
No.
Do you watch women's sports?
No, but I don't watch any sports.
Could you name 5 professional athletes in women's sports for me?
Professional athletes in women's sports? Let's see. Currently?
Mm-hmm. Can you briefly just tell me why you're here? You've got your Protect Women's Sports sign?
Yeah, to support common sense, biblical values.
Do you watch women's sports?
Not very much. The Williams sisters who play tennis.
Okay, yeah. Well, Serena's retired, but okay. Can you name 5 professional athletes in women's sports?
It's not really about the professional athletes. Let's see. Other women's sports are...
Can you name 5 professional women's sports athletes?
Sure. Nancy Hogshead, Riley Gaines.
Riley's not a professional athlete.
Okay.
Can you name 5 professional women's athletes?
I don't watch women's sports.
Who they saved it for then?
Yeah, it's like, no, I don't watch women's sports. You go, what? I mean,
biblical values.
Yeah, I think women's sports would probably benefit more from your support, viewership, and like buying tickets to go and see the game.
Yes, please do that. Yeah,
protesting outside of the Supreme Court. I just love it. I love it. Not what they're not them protesting.
No, but that's what men do to girls who are walking around with like Nirvana t-shirts or whatever on. Name 5 songs that they wrote.
Well, it's the same people that are out there protesting the immigrants in the name of like protecting women, and then what was it? 40% of them have their criminal convictions for domestic violence. Yeah. And you go, what are you trying to? I feel like you're the bigger threat to women than the people that you're protesting. What the fuck? Yeah. No, what they're really saying is you lay off. Those are our women to beat, not yours. That's what they're really saying. Yeah. They're only we're allowed to beat the women of our country. You're not allowed.
Sigh.
It's just exhausting.
So what are you doing for the rest of the day? Oh, I'll tell you what we forgot to do.
What? Oh, weather this Friday.
Yeah.
Weather this Friday. I'm going to go first this time.
Excellent.
I'm going to go first because you always go first.
Okay.
It is chilly and cloudy. Also gives you a chance to bring up the weather app so you can give us a
No, I'm just very confused. So if I did the police version, I would say it's sunny and windy, but on the weather forecast, it says it's currently cloudy and rainy. So I don't fucking know.
Ah, how
7
odd.
degrees.
Which just goes to show that looking out the window is more accurate.
It just might mean it's coming.
You mock me every week. Just saying that the weather app gives a more accurate forecast. And Felice just looks out the window.
Yeah, it says that it gets up
do
to a
like to approve right.
63%, 72% chance of rain later on.
Ooh.
It hasn't rained yet, but it said rain. It has covered all the bases. It's like windy, rainy, sunny, cloudy, rainy. So
Yeah.
it's weathering. Weather is weathering.
I am this afternoon making some videos for social media, hence the fact that I actually put some makeup on today. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Even Oliver thinks that you look younger than I do.
Yeah, but there's like 2 years between us. And like I said to you though, when it's your parents, you always think they look older than everybody else thinks they look, because to you, they've always been so much older than you. You just get like stuck thinking that they're just, parents are born old as far as kids are concerned.
That's true. I was just like, that's a really, really random thing to say.
Yeah, I also kind of feel like it didn't need to be said.
It's just like out of nowhere. Police look younger than you.
You don't have to say everything that comes into your head.
Yes,
like some things are inside thoughts.
I'm going to go meet a bunch of psychologists for lunch, and then yes, I probably need to skedaddle. But yes, and then we're going to talk this afternoon.
Yes, we are. Yes, I'd completely forgotten about that. Yes, we are.
It'll be like in the diary. It's like, I'm too busy making videos.
Yes, you just
I'm sitting there like, where's my police?
All right, cool. Next week we are back to the new original time of 12. And hopefully LinkedIn is working next week. But if not, you can join us on YouTube as well.
Yeah, we'll fling the YouTube video of this in the comments on the LinkedIn. But you'll know that because if you're watching on LinkedIn, this is how you'll be able to see it.
Yes. All right. Have a good day, everybody.
Lots of love.